Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we have a special treat in store for everyone because we're going to give you a quick tour of our brand new facility, or at least the addition that we just recently added on. So, and in order to get to the new, we got to walk through the old. So let's take a look. What we're standing in now would be considered to be the original facility of the SwingFit Studio, and this served its purpose for the better part of 5 years. And although it was great and we're not really at a point where we need to expand and we're not busting at the seams, but there was one key thing that really influenced our decision, and that was being able to improve the customer experience. So let me give you an example. If I was doing a fit out of the middle bay and I had a group of 4 to the left of me and maybe a group of 2 to the right of me, it could become a little distracting, and hell, I even found it hard for myself to think through the fit process, so I can only imagine what our customers felt. So in order to separate the two, we felt, why not? Let's just go ahead and add on to the facility, and we can isolate the practice play aspect from that of the fitting experience. And let's kind of go on down to talk about what we did differently in the new studio portion. As you can tell, this part of the facility doesn't look anything like the original part. And if I could do it all over again, I wouldn't have cut corners. But even then, moving out of the basement into the facility, we actually did what our financial means would allow us. But definitely, this is exactly what I had in mind when we built the facility. Not only are the bays wider and taller, but we upgraded our impact screens. They're much larger. We wanted to just have more of an immersive feeling for our customers, not as confined or restricted. And in order to make it brighter, we had to actually upgrade our projector. So we do have the high-def laser projectors. These are the BenQ golf projectors, and these things are phenomenal. Even with all the lights, the projected image is super, super crisp and sharp. And when you turn the lights off, it's like phenomenal. But what's really cool, and this is the absolute best thing about this upgrade, is my ability to be in the bay at the same time as our customers. Right? The bays are so wide enough, I can confidently stand in front of our customers while they're hitting balls and never worry about a ball coming off and hit me in the noggin. And believe me, it has happened. And this allows us not only to work with the customers and interchange the components, but it also allows us to focus on their technique. And this is something that we do a little different, and that is we're not afraid to talk about technique, because it does address the other side of the coin. And although some fitting establishments will shy away from that conversation, we embrace it. If we navigate over to the other end of the facility, this would be my home base. And really the only difference between the bay we was just standing in and this one would be the mobility corner we have set up. And this is just another key point that we like to highlight, because as we get up in age, we know we are going to lose a little bit of range of motion. And if we're ever going to help our customers achieve their optimal performance to reclaim some of those missing yards, mobility is a key factor. So not only will we address the gear, we'll address the technique, but we're also going to show and demonstrate drills and activities that can help them improve that range of motion. And the rings that we have here almost kind of looks like a mini CrossFit gym. I'm never going to have my customers do any muscle up activities in here, no burpees, but these rings are an invaluable tool to utilize to improve that shoulder mobility. And if there's any type of shoulder restrictions or impingements going on, these things can definitely help. And being able to demonstrate it, not not just talk about it is something that we have found that works really, really well. Now, of course, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about our fitting matrix. And as you see behind me, we have a wide sample of golf shafts to the tune of 750 golf shafts in our matrix. Now, not all of those are aftermarket shafts. And the reason why I highlight this comment is we have 250 golf shafts in just our stock OEM matrix alone. And what this allows us to do is to cater to all walks of life. So it doesn't matter how good of a golfer you are, how fast you swing, we can cater to all types of golfers, especially all budgets. So if you're not interested in a $900 driver, you don't have to worry about that because we will put you in the best stock option. And we have all of the stock shafts offered by all the major OEMs. And when you look at our fitting drawers, honestly, we carry everybody. The only ones we don't carry is Wilson and Hama, but everybody else, we got them and we can fit them. So this here definitely is what allows us to get super, super prescriptive to find the best options, and what works well for one may not work well for another. So let's take a walk to the back of the facility, and hell, before I forget, let's talk about one key design concept that I knew I absolutely had to have. And hell, I even go as far to say that it was the very first design concept I had when creating the layout. And what I'm talking about is my custom koi tank. And although this doesn't have anything to do with golf, I knew I had to have something unique in our facility, and this here does it. I don't know of any other fitting establishment that has a fish tank, a koi pond, or tank in it, but this was a pain in the ass when we built it, but I would have not done it any other way. At the end of a long day, and I'm kind of find myself at my wit's end, I'll go upstairs, grab a shot of bourbon, come down here, turn out all the lights, and just listen to the waterfall and feed the fish. So now let's go to the back of the facility, because there's two key things I want to show you guys, and that is our guest lounge. So one of the key pieces of feedback we receive from our customers is sometimes our fittings will run long, and this way we actually have a spot for our customers to chill, get caught up on emails, text messages, so that way they don't have to sit out in their car, and if they want to watch some TV, they can. And this really just allows us to take that customer experience to another level, because comfort is something I don't want to overlook. But right behind us is our brand new putter fitting area. Not only did we spend the time and money into the actual turf we're standing on, but we also made sure that the underlayment, the actual bare concrete, was plumb as plumb can be. So we had to actually haul in about 3,000 pounds of self-leveling just to get it perfect. And you know, the guys at Well Putt did a bang out job with the design of our putting turf here. Not only do we got a couple lanes here for our customers to work on their technique, but also with the fitting aspect. And we can actually really work with our customers to dial their putting stroke in. And if they choose to go through the fitting process, they can select one of our many putters that we have in our fitting matrix utilizing Quintic software. And without question, Quintic is bar none the best putter solution in the market. If it wasn't, then none of the OEMs would choose it over everything else. And we are proud to be one of 27 installation places where you can get fit using Quintic, and it provides us the same level of data as our GC Quads does for the other 13 clubs. Now there's one last thing I want to show everybody, and although it's currently restricted to staff members only, I do think sometime in the near future we're going to open it up to the public, but follow me and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is what I would like to refer to as our 19th hole. I knew we needed to have a place to come together as a team, sit back and reflect on lessons learned, what are we going to do differently, and more importantly, how are we going to continue to make the customer experience better than it is today? And this is exactly what I had in my mind. So we'll all come upstairs, pour something out of one of the mini bottles behind us. As you can tell, we have a nice selection of Scotch, bourbon, and rum. And what's really unique about this collection is if we do a good enough job, our customers will thank us with one of their favorite spirits. And as you can tell, and we're quickly running out of room. So this is definitely something I'm not lost on, because I know we would not even be in a position to do an expansion if it wasn't for the opportunity to help our customers take their game to another level. So in closing, we truly hope you found value with the information we shared today. And if at any point during the tour something caught your eye, or maybe you would like to dig a little deeper into why we do things a certain way, then do me a favor. Just leave your questions and remarks in the comments below, and I'll do my very best to help you find the answers to the questions you're searching for. So until next week, thanks for watching.